What is going on, guys? Boy Trent back with a video, and today we'll be talking about how to put production at Walmart distribution. Talk about some tips, advice, kind of stuff like that in today's video. So I'm on dry side. I've been there now almost 3 years. Actually, here in 3 months, made my 3-year anniversary at Walmart distribution. Hey, I like the job. I'll be straight up honest with you. It's not an easy job. Definitely hard work for sure. But look, I'll say this: it's a good paying job. Here in my area, talking about factory jobs, warehouse job. The highest paying factory warehouse job in my area. And then for me, I work 4 days a week, all 3 days every weekend, which is super nice. Walmart DC also has 3-day shifts as well, which means you can work 3 days, be off 4, which is also super nice as well. But yeah, talk about some tips, advice in today's video. So let me say this. So for the new hires starting off, like if you just started or if you plan on working here pretty soon, I will say the stacking is the hardest thing to get down when you first start off with, because we have many things like toilet paper, paper towels, dog food, all kind of drinks, like for example water and Gatorade and Kool-Aid and many different types of drinks. Then we have things like sugar and rice and oil and paper plates, paper cups, canned foods. You have all different types of food and drinks. A bunch of these are different heights and different sizes, and you know, just because of a new hire not starting, they just started off, and look, there's gonna be times, I mean, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to put this, and you know, if I put this here, is it okay, and how do I make my trip not fall down, and how do I not break stuff? And look, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Look, the first couple of months when you first start off with, look, you're going to drop stuff all the time. You don't have stuff break. Look, don't worry about it. It's going to be okay because it happens to everybody. When I first started, definitely the first couple of weeks, they're for the worst. Dropped tons of trips, broke tons of stuff. And look, it's going to be okay. Don't worry about it because it happens to everybody. But for the new hires watching this video, look, you will be with a trainer for the first week, but look, after the first week, you will be by yourself. But after that first week, look, you're still gonna be still pretty new, still don't know everything, you still don't make mistakes, you still don't drop stuff. But look, don't be scared to ask your coworkers for advice. And that's what I did when I first started off. So the first week I was with a trainer, and then after that first week, I was by myself. And there were many times I was asking coworkers like, hey, you know, where do I put this? What do I need to do so my trip don't fall down, nothing break? And a bunch of them is, you know, a bunch of them pretty nice too. A bunch of them, you know, we talk to, give you advice and tips. And definitely, you know, looking back at it now, I definitely appreciate it. And then I have new hires do the same thing to me. They ask me questions, ask me advice. And look, I don't mind helping you out one bit. I really don't. So look, if you're a new hire watching this video, look, when you first start off with, don't try and be Superman. Don't try and, you know, pull 180 the whole entire week. Look, just take your time, be patient, and then once you get the stacking down, then you can try harder after that. But really, once you get the stacking down, everything comes easier, you get quicker as well. It just takes a little time. So now talking about some tips, advice, and we'll start off with before I get to work. So for me, I go at work at 4 o'clock in the morning. I usually wake up around 2:30, 2:40-ish, eat breakfast around 3. So all the way from 3 to 7, well, 7 o'clock is my first break. So all the way from 3 to 7, 4 hours, no food. And then all the way from 7 to 11, which is lunchtime, 4 more hours, no food. So look, when you wake up in the morning, have a good full breakfast. 7 o'clock at break time, have a snack, and then same for lunch, eat a good lunch as well. Some guys don't have any breakfast. Some guys don't take a break. How they do it, I really don't know how they do it sometimes. But look, make sure you're full and not starving, because you will go a long time without having any food. Now, we do have some coolers inside the place, so yeah, you can drink water. It is provided by Walmart. During the summer when it gets pretty hot, we do have some Gatorades inside. A bunch of those Gatorades are just 12-ounce, 16-ounce bottles. But yeah, that lasts just for a couple months during the summer when it's hot. But you do have water in there full time. which is super, super nice. So look, that's also another tip. Don't get dehydrated. Drink tons of water. Uh, Definitely if you're on dry side, you guys know, definitely in the summer, it gets pretty hot. Usually whatever it is outside is what it feels inside. So for me, here in the South, we have pretty hot summers. Many times it's 85, 90, sometimes 95 outside. And if it's that outside, it's what it feels inside. So definitely in the summer, gets pretty hot for us. So drink tons of water for sure in the summer. Now for the cold side, now for y'all, same temperature every day. So there really is no, I mean, I know it's cold all the time, but for y'all, you don't have a true summer is what I'm trying to say over there. So kind of different little story, different situation on the cold side, but definitely on dry side, definitely in summer. Make sure you drink tons of water and also Gatorade if they have in gear at the time. Okay, so now a couple things that you need. Now for me, I like getting there about 20 minutes early before we clock in. Sometimes, might show a little later than that, but my goal is to get there about 20 minutes before we clock in. That gives you plenty of time. First of all, you need to find a good jack. Well, some people call it a jack. You can call it a power jack. Some people call it a QPR. It's all the same thing. But that is what you ride on. And like a bunch of them are a piece of crap. A bunch of them don't even work. Some of them you can turn them on, have a wrench on them, which means, hey, something wrong with it. Some of them don't even turn on, period. And look, you don't want to be sort of a bad jack because, hey, if you have a bad jack, that's just going to be a long day for you and you're going to have problems with it all day. So get there early. Make sure you get a good jack that works good. Also, a couple more things as well. You need some tape, and definitely new hires when you first start off with. You're going to have tons of stuff fall down, so definitely tape. Look, use that tape, use that joker, tape that thing up pretty good, and hey, if you use tape, good chance it may not fall down. We also have wrap as well. Now wrap, kind of the same situation there with tape. Wrap just kind of thicker, stronger, more protection there for your trip. So make sure you get a couple things of tape, get some wrap. Also, the slip sheets, another pretty important thing as well. So slip sheets, for those who don't know what slip sheets are, they're pretty much just cardboard, basically. And they help you with your stacking. So it's kind of like, hey, if you have you can start a new layer with it. If you do have some trips, kind of a little jacked up, it kind of helps you, kind of get back on your toes, get back on your feet, and use them slip sheets, and your chances of a trip falling down or not falling down is a lot better. So now, some slip sheets, some of them pretty thick, some of them, kind of skinny, not too thick. To me, thicker the better, but hey, whatever I can find, I'll still take it. But yeah, there in the morning, some of the slip sheets are already there from the night shift, and also you can go walking around. Some of the owls there in the area, some of those have slip sheets as well. So that's what I do sometimes in the morning. Get there pretty early, walk the owls, and hey, you can find some slip sheets somewhere. So, and then of course throughout the day, you're going to see some slip sheets across the building. So hey, whenever you see them, grab them, use them because you need them. Let's see here. And that's also go ahead and sign into your headset. And we also have these other things, I don't know what you call them exactly, but they're little like quickers. So your headset, you go ahead and type in your associate number, type in your WIN number. Now for those who don't know what the WIN number is, they give you this pretty long number when you first get there, and you just type in the last 4 digits of that number, which logs you into the system. But then these quickers, now on the jacks on dry side, we have these little things you can attach to your fingers, and there's a little button on it. When you push the button, it makes your jack move. So that does, it helps you move quicker. Because hey, if you don't have the quicker every time you want to move, you have to hop on the jack yourself. But if you keep on pushing that quicker, the jack automatically moves itself. So make sure you go ahead and log in, to your jack. You have a quicker that works, because some of the quickers don't work as well. So when you get there in the morning, make sure you have a good, make sure your headset works, make sure you have a good jack, make sure your quicker works as well. Also, another pretty important thing as well, stretching out. Stretching out, very, very important. So when we first clock in, usually the supervisors, manager will do some kind of little speech, or they kind of give you like, hey, today's gonna be a 9.5, 10-hour day, 11 hours. Talk about how many cases you get to pull, and just kind of stuff like that. And if there's any other news they're doing, go ahead and share the news during the morning as well. So those meetings usually last 3-5 minutes. And that is when everybody stretches. So make sure you stretch pretty good. You know, stretch your arms and legs and your back, and make sure you stretch out pretty good. Also, gloves. Now, there is gloves inside the building. Now, please use them. Some people use them, some people don't. But I do recommend using them. Now, yeah, sometimes if you don't use gloves, well, you can get scratches. Definitely, you know, times that we pick up things with glass, you know, if we're picking up like jelly, if we're picking up pickles, and hey, if you drop that thing, you know, it could possibly tear your hands up. So, you know, gloves definitely give you protection for sure. So, make sure you use some gloves. Now, hey, if your gloves, you know, kind of getting pretty old, they start having some tears in them, get you a new pair. Let me see here. Oh, also, you can also bring a little basket if you want to as well, a little basket, cubby hole. And usually people just bring those, just put your stuff inside as well. So if you bring one of those, make sure you tape it to your jack. And then last point I have in this video is make sure you're friends with all your coworkers. That is one thing I learned pretty early, pretty quick. And then definitely for me now, looking back at it, I'm not trying to brag here, but I'm one of the best order fillers there at Walmart, DC, or definitely one of the best order fillers on my side, my department. And definitely times and days when I run, you know, trying to leave early. If you make friends with a bunch of them, they can tell like, hey, you know, he's working hard, trying to leave early, and a bunch of them will move for you. So, hey, if you're nice to them, a bunch of them be nice to you as well. So that's another pretty important thing. If you become friends with your coworkers, be nice to them, be respectful. A bunch of them will do the same favor for you as well. Now, I will say some of the new hires, they will make you pretty mad sometimes, just being straight up honest with you. Some of the guys, and even some of the people have been there for years, some people, they just don't move no matter what. And I'll give you one example this morning. So this morning I was at work, just got a toilet paper trip. And for me, those owls at my DC is it's HVC and HVD. That is the two owls that have toilet paper and paper towels. So I just got one of those trips, and I think I was down to SWAT like 500, 600 or something. But anyway, one story short, new hire around SWAT like 400. I told this guy, hey, I'm at SWAT, you know, 560 or 600, whatever SWAT it is. Hey, you know, can you please let me by? And he just keeps on picking his cases, and then he goes to the next SWAT, then he goes to the next SWAT, and then I say to him again, like, hey, I'm at SWAT 600, I need by. And he said, give me a minute. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I'm still kind of pretty calm. So this guy goes again, pits cases over here, then goes to this side, pits cases over here. By this time, it's been like a minute and a half. I'm getting pretty mad. I'm like, guy, once again, just listen. Look, just let me by. And look, you're slowing me down. You're slowing the team down. Look, just move right quick, and then you get back to work. Look, it's gonna take 5 seconds for you. But why some people do it, I don't know. But look, if guys, just please be nice. Look, if someone needs by, let them by. Definitely if you're way in front of them, you know, if one of your coworkers are up there at 380 and if you're at 384, there's no point in you getting by. But look, if you're at 380 and then the other person's down to 500, let them by. But definitely being nice to your coworkers, making friends with them. If you're nice to them, a bunch of them maybe will be nice to you as well. A bunch of them will move over for you. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So yeah, tape, wrap, swap sheets, good jack, Drink tons of food and water, stretch out, gloves. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then talking about the stacking wise, guys, I mean, just listen to your trainer. Even after your first week without the trainer, just ask your coworkers for advice, and they can give you some advice, give you some tips, and then you'll slowly get better. So don't take some time. But I can promise you, you will slowly get better at order filling, and your trips will slowly become better too as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for the video. If anybody has any questions, please will comment on the video and I'll respond to you as soon as possible. But yeah, that's all I have for today's videos. Thanks for watching. Please feel like, comment, also subscribe if you haven't already. Really appreciate it if you do those 3 right there. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Y'all have a good one. Trent out. Peace.